Hi everybody, I'm John Castleberry. Welcome to the 2012 College Football Preview on Cox, brought to you by Tidewater Home Funding. You know, one of the big stories the last couple of years in the state of Virginia is the incredible growth of football here at Old Dominion. In 3 short years, the Monarchs' record is 27-8, and that's the best start up in NCAA history. Every game here at Foreman Field has been a sellout, and next year the Monarchs are leaving the CAA, moving up to college football's bowl subdivision and joining Conference USA.
I had only hoped that this would happen. You know, we had a vision when we first started the program that we could be successful. We thought, John, with this facility, with the university, with the support from President Broderick and Athletic Director Seelig, and then everybody in the community, that we had an opportunity for this to be special. But to think after 3 years we'd be the best startup program in the history of college football, and the earliest anybody had gone to the playoffs in only our 3rd year, and then in our 3rd year of existence as a program, announcing that we're moving to the FBS and Conference USA. I thought it would take a little bit longer than that before it happened, but really exciting, and because of all the support, it's been able to happen. This area deserves an FBS football program, and now they're going to get it in Old Dominion. By delaying that move, we gave these kids one opportunity to compete for the national championship. And with President Broderick, Dr. Seelig, myself, we all felt like they deserved it. Because remember, this is a unique group, John. This senior class is the first ever senior class at Old Dominion. These kids came here in 2008 when there was none of this. There was no Powhatan Sports Complex. We didn't have anything on this campus that looked like football. And that's when those kids were taking their recruiting visits. All we had was PowerPoint presentations to show them what it was going to look like. So they all took a leap of faith. And as I was watching them today, we were taking the photo, I looked at every one of those kids at other scholarship offers. Every one of those kids could have gone to an established program, but they all wanted to come here to try to build a legacy. And my goodness.
Coming out of high school, I mean, everybody was telling me, you made a bad decision coming to ODU. Like, they're never going to amount to anything. And being here now, just seeing how much it's grown, being here from day one to now, it's just like, it's just mind-blowing. It's just a great feeling knowing that you was a part of something special and just bringing forth something new to this area that they haven't had in years. So it's just a great feeling.
This is our last shot to win a national championship for the next 3 years. And, you know, with the seniors founding this program, you know, they deserve everything for everyone, and we're all putting it in.
The number one area we need to improve on is tackling. We're a better tackling team. I've seen through the first 8 practices of preseason, there have been times when the defense has dominated our offense, and we're talking about an offense that was top 10 in the nation last year in almost every category. So I anticipate, John, we're going to be a much better defense this year. We've got some players back healthy. Eric Lewis is an all-conference corner. Craig Wilkins is an all-conference linebacker. Chris Burnett's all-conference D-line. I think this is a better unit, and I think this unit has a chip on their shoulder right now. They know last year everybody was looking at them as the reason we didn't go on and compete for the national championship. Even though there were times they performed really well as a defense, that's going to improve this year because this defense has an attitude where they want to improve.
I mean, the focus right now is just getting back to fundamentals as a team for the defense. I mean, we get back to tackling, just being the physical defense, just playing fast. That's one thing Coach D's been preaching to us, just want to be a fast and physical defense and just compete and just get better every day, and that's our main focus.
There's always room to improve when you're not number one. Defensively and pass coverage, we definitely can improve. That wasn't only the secondary, it was us as linebacking core as well. And with Coach D in, just playing more physical and more tough than we did last year.
Right, Taylor, you came in last year, I guess 3 or 4 games in. Everybody knew you had some talent, but I don't think anybody thought that you'd be able to perform the way that you did. Were you surprised yourself?
Absolutely. You know, when I went into halftime and heard Thomas was not come back in, Coach told me I was going in, I almost threw up in my mouth. You know, I was so nervous. I come out there and I just didn't want to mess up. I was just taking what the defense was giving me, and Coach Wickham, Coach Scott made it really easy for me. They made this offense, this whole process really easy for me, so I credit them.
We're joined now by Harry Minium, longtime writer for the Virginian Pilot. And Harry, your assignment this year is cover this Old Dominion football program. They've had 3 tremendous years, make it to the playoffs last year, win a playoff game. Is it for real?
Yes, they're for real. I mean, last year they could have beaten Georgia Southern. They could have gone to the national championship game. Obviously, their goal this year is to go to the national championship game. You know, depending on injuries and how some of their better players play, they could be there again.
Towson is picked to win the CAA, followed by Old Dominion and James Madison. But keep your eye on the Dukes. They returned most of their squad from last season, and one national poll has the Dukes ranked 5th in the nation. In Williamsburg, the tribe of William and Mary will try to bounce back from a disappointing season. Longtime head coach Jimmy Laycock still has quarterback questions to answer. But maybe even more problematic, how does he replace one of the tribe's all-time greats in running back Jonathan Grimes?
As we go into practice, we're not looking at finding one back that's going to try to be like John. No, I mean, we geared our offense around him. He ran the ball 30, 35 times a game. Last 3 games, he was on one leg, basically, and he was going over 200 yards. So we'll probably, switch around a little bit with our backs, play 2, 3, 4 backs in the game. And again, we've got to diversify our offense a little more and not be able to have one person where we count on to carry the football. We got to be able to pick up the slack in our throwing game. We got guys that can run on defense, and the only concern I have right now with defensively is with the speed we have and the players we have, is that they coordinate themselves and come together and play as a defensive team. We need to get our quarterbacks and receivers together and be more consistent there. And if those 2 areas come along better and give us an opportunity for some consistent plays and some big plays, and because I think our offensive line is pretty solid, and I think defensively we got some good athletes. I think it's going to come down to a lot with our quarterback play on offense, insofar as turnovers and turnover ratio. We can't turn the ball over. We got to get good quarterback play, and then defensively we've got to really step it up and play good, solid defense. If we do all those things, then we'll be in it, and then just kind of wait and see what happens.
Don't go away. We've got more on the Cox College Football Preview right after this.